The IRS has made a change recently that nobody's really talking about, but it's going to dramatically impact the mortgage industry. This is going to affect loan officers, underwriters, real estate agents, anybody who's looking to purchase real estate in the near future. What I'm talking about is that the IRS has made a new rule to where online transactions in excess of $600 for the year need to be reported, and online marketplaces are now required to send out a 1099 to anybody who has sold $600 or more worth of goods online from January 1st through December 31st, 2022. So somebody like myself whose hobby is buying and selling baseball cards, I'm going to receive a 1099 from this for the first time ever within the next couple of months. My concern isn't having to pay taxes on these sales, because I definitely did not turn a profit, but in the fact that I'm going to have to file a Schedule C for this 1099 that I'm going to receive from eBay. When somebody files a Schedule C, when applying for a mortgage, they're considered self-employed. That is going to have massive impacts on loan approvals, underwriting, and pre-qualifying customers, because realistically, with a hobby like that, 95% of people are going to not turn a profit. You're going to see a net loss at the bottom of their Schedule C. So it's not like they're going to have to pay additional taxes on these sales, and in fact, in a lot of cases, their taxable income is going to come down because of this, but their mortgage file gets underwritten the same as a self-employed individual, which gets much more document intensive, a lot more paperwork, but it also could very well disqualify some people who would have otherwise qualified for the mortgage they were seeking. There's three groups of people that are going to be most impacted by this. Self-employed individuals who are already filling out Schedule Cs, but are now going to have to fill out an additional Schedule C and may very well cut into their qualifying income. Those who are using Social Security income to qualify for a mortgage. The nice thing about Social Security income is that we as mortgage people, we can actually gross that up because it's usually not taxable income. So we can gross it up as much as 25% to account for that not being taxable. Well, in order for us to do this, we have to provide a tax return proving to the underwriter that the Social Security income is not taxed on. But then when they see a Schedule C on there, that's going to open up that can of worms to where that retired applicant is now self-employed, and the underwriting changes dramatically. And the third group of people who is going to be really impacted by this are those who own rental properties. Using rental income to qualify for a mortgage also requires for us to provide tax returns. They look at the Schedule C to calculate that rental income, and boom, we're all of a sudden going to have a new Schedule C for these online sales. Again, more paperwork intensive, more underwriting scrutiny, and harder to qualify. I understand why the IRS made this change, because there's so many people who are not reporting income to the IRS, nor are they paying taxes on it. But I think them lowering the reporting threshold to $600 is actually going to do more harm than it does good, not only for people trying to qualify for a mortgage, but also for the IRS's bottom line. My thought is that 90 to 95% of people who sell crap on eBay are not turning a profit, they're losing money. And now all of a sudden, these losses that they're incurring on online sales are going to be offsetting their taxable income. So this is less revenue that they're going to collect from these individuals. Typically, a hobbyist who sells on eBay, if they don't receive a 1099, they're not reporting those sales to the IRS to begin with, because again, they're probably not turning a profit, but they're also not reporting that as a loss. So they pay taxes on their main income, and that's it. They don't take losses to reduce that taxable income. At this point, I really don't have much advice to give, because it is what it is. These people are going to receive 1099s, and they are going to have to fill out Schedule Cs for them. I just want to make the mortgage and real estate communities aware of these changes, and to know that it's going to make our jobs more difficult in 2023 and beyond to pre-qualify home buyers. If anybody smarter than me has any insights, drop a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback on this because I still have a lot of questions that need to be answered.